Hi, Sam here from the Tabletop Hub, and today I'm going to show you how to understand the unit cards in Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. So there are a few different types of unit cards in Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. There are hero cards, follower cards, and adversary cards. And in this video, I'm going to focus on hero cards as a lot of the information is transferable, and I'll fill in any gaps later in the video. So, this right here is a hero character card. At the top we have the name of the character. Some characters may have an asterisk by their name, and this just means that you can't have more than one of that character in any party. So for example, you can't have a party made up of 6 Dragonborns. We also have a faction symbol which tells us which faction the character is a part of. A character can be a part of more than one faction, but their primary faction will always be the larger icon that is coloured gold. Beside the image of the character, we have some extra pieces of information like their race, their path, the character perks, keywords and special abilities, which all have their own special rules, and we'll go through those in a separate video you can click through to on the top right of your screen once it's live here on the channel. At the bottom we have the character's reserves, and each model will start with their own health, stamina and magic pool, and as they use these reserves by taking damage for example, you'll add tokens to this area to show that. Just beside that we have an icon that lets us know the height of the model, which will affect how they interact with terrain on your table. Beside that we have the points value or septum value of that model. Now all models, upgrades, adversaries and weapons have a value, and this is how much they cost to field on your tabletop. On the right side of the card we have the attributes, and these are the points that you'll refer to when carrying out a skill test. Which attribute you roll for on a skill test is dictated by these icons to the right. So for example, on the Dragonborn, in order to carry out a ranged attack, I need to carry out an agility test. Along the bottom, this is where we get to upgrade our character with armor and weapons, and it's where we store those cards for easy reference. Once you understand the hero cards, the rest of the cards are incredibly simple to understand, but I'm just going to highlight some key differences for you. On the follower card, we don't have upgrade slots, as followers come ready equipped for battle, like a Stormcloak soldier. Here on the left we see the stats for their melee weapon and armor, which we'll refer to when making attacks or defensive rolls. Aside from that, the rest of the information is communicated in a very similar way to a hero card. Adversary cards contain some further info. Here we can see the attitude of the adversary card, and this helps us know how to modify its actions. The weapons and armor are listed the same as a follower card, but down here at the bottom, and this symbol lets us know what adversary type the enemy is. Now there are 3 levels of adversary: minions, elites and masters. Now minions are your run-of-the-mill enemies, quite low-level cannon fodder really, and they only have 1 health, and when they reach 0 health they're just removed from play instead of getting an endurance test which other models would get to make. An elite adversary is a little bit stronger and has a health reserve so that you can't just one-shot them off the table. And finally, masters are powerful adversaries that often lead the lesser enemies into battle, like the Draugr Overlord. Adversaries will treat any friendly master from the same faction as the party champion, which is useful to know when making morale checks. When a master adversary is removed from play as a casualty by a hero in melee combat, that hero gets to draw a treasure card once, which is pretty cool. If you take down a master adversary with a ranged attack, that loot is lost in the confusion of battle, never to be seen again. And that's how unit cards work in Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. If you found this video helpful, why not hit the subscribe button or check out some more videos explaining how to play the game down in the video description.